Hey everybody, it's Charles Alvarez, CEO of Cornerstone Growth Solutions. Hope you are having a great week. Happy Friday. I got to tell you, the older I get, the faster time just seems to go. It's it's crazy. It's ridiculous. I'm sure you feel something similar. I remember when I was a little kid and my parents said, like in July, you know, when I wanted something as a little 6, 7 year old. Hey, I want that, mom. Hey, I want that, dad. Oh, wait till Christmas. Christmas? Gosh, that's 5 months away. Now 4 or 5 months go by like that. It's crazy. Anyway, one of the things I wanted to talk about today that I hope will benefit you tremendously is the mistakes to avoid on an intro call. In other words, what do we do on an intro call? So, one of our clients sells CRM software to institutional brokers, institutional investment funds, and investment banks. And their first call, they've only been a client for about a month now, and we actually got them the first meeting in their second day of the second month, which is typically when we start setting up appointments for our clients. And so, anyway, he did not have a good call, and he was very clear to make that known to me. So, we had a call about it today. I was like, okay, well, just kind of walk me through the process and what you guys did on the introductory call and what happened. And he says, well, we talked to the managing director of an investment banking firm, pretty prominent one. And I had myself and two other people. And I said, wait, what? I was like, what do you mean, two other people? It's like, yeah, I had my sales guy on it, and then I had our chief technology officer on it. I said, for a 15-minute introductory call? He goes, yeah. I was like, okay, red flag number one. Go ahead. He goes, is there something wrong with that? I was like, keep going. He goes, then we went into our PowerPoint slide. You went into your PowerPoint slide? PowerPoint slide about what? Well, we kind of give him an overview of the company and all this kind of stuff. I was like, okay. I was like, let me ask you a question. How did he respond? Eh, pretty disengaged. So I was like, red flag number two. I said, number three, did you hear anything from him? Like, did you ask him any questions? Did you learn about anything from him? No, not really. After about 15 minutes, you just decided to get off the call. I was like, yeah, doesn't surprise me. He goes, excuse me? I was like, yeah, that doesn't surprise me at all. And I was like, you completely messed up that introductory call. He goes, excuse me? I was like, look, you can either get defensive or you can learn something and make some money. He goes, okay. I said, first of all, a 15-minute introductory call is not about you. It is about asking questions from the other person. Tell me about you. Tell me about your company. What are some of the good things happening at your company? What are some of the challenges you're having? Are those challenges costing you any money? What would happen if those challenges were fixed? What have you tried to do to address those issues? And I said, that's the first thing. I said, the second thing is on an introductory call, the minute you bring on any other party besides you who they were expecting to call to, they take their resistance level from here and they go here because now they assume it's a sales call. And I said, an introductory call is not a sales call. An introductory call is an opportunity to establish the first of many, hopefully, conversations. And if you spend the entire 15 minutes talking about you without really understanding the context of what their challenges are and what they're looking to accomplish, it's kind of like somebody going out on a first date and talking about themselves the entire date. And the chances of you having a date with that person again is slim to none unless, of course, they're desperate, which, that's a different conversation for a different day. But, you've got to approach that call. Number one, it's all about them. You have to ask them questions about themselves. Number two is I always have a rule to follow the 80-20 rule, which is I want them to speak 80% of the time, and I only want to speak 20% of the time. So in a 15-minute call, the max amount of time that I'm going to talk is 3 minutes. And most of that is asking them questions about themselves. Now, look, if they ask me a question about me or what we do, I'm going to answer it as soon and as quickly as I can, but I want to get the conversation back on them because the goal of an introductory call is to determine whether or not you, as the salesperson, want to take it to a discovery call. So a goal of an introductory call is if this person qualifies and if we can help this person, let's take them to a discovery call. And that can be 30, 45 minutes. I like an hour, but that's the whole goal of it. And if you're going to sit there and talk just about yourself for the entire 15 minutes and not give the person an opportunity to express what they're looking to accomplish and what their challenges are and what their goals are, the chances of you converting that into a discovery call is extremely slim unless they're just desperate. And in the majority of the cases, that's obviously not going to be the case. So next time that you or your sales team get on an introductory call, please make sure that it's not about you, that it's about them asking questions about their current state, what are their challenges, what's going well, what have they done to try to address that, what is that costing them, is that something they're looking to address, and then say, hey, I've got some ideas that might alleviate that issue. I've got some deeper dive questions to ask you. Mind if we get another call to continue our conversation? And since that person, and this is more, it's a little bit of psychology here, but the more a person shares their experience, their frustrations, their feelings, their goals and hopes and dreams with you, they may not realize it, but they're establishing an emotional connection to you, which is very difficult to sever. But obviously, if you don't ask questions about themselves to give them the opportunity to do so, your chances of getting to the next step is really slim to none. So next time you're on an introductory call or your sales team is, make sure that the subject matter is them and not yourself. If you would like to go through your process on how you do introductory calls and the questions you ask and what your process is in order to convert more intro calls and discovery calls, just click my counter link below. We'd love to have a conversation with you. I love sharing my knowledge and would love to share my knowledge with you. And if it's helpful, great. If it's not helpful, well, it'll only cost you 15 minutes. So anyway, hope this video was helpful and I look forward to speaking with you very soon. Take care.